Can you all hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so what I want to do is, I know a lot of you are having confusion about Carolina University application process. I still see what I'm trying to do now is that I can see some people are still joining. So I don't want to start repeating myself. So what I want to do is I want to answer all questions. So once I see people keep joining, it keeps dragging me back because I know a lot of you will keep asking questions and answer. So I'm trying to still, Nilofer, please, I need to ask you this question. How many people are we expecting so that I can know how to start?
That's all, I think.
9, because currently 9.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we are 10, we are 10 now. So quick one. Need you guys to please turn on your camera. Is against the policy here in Carolina University. Sorry, I need to receive this call. Okay. Okay. Welcome everybody once again. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good. So before we take all your questions, let me recap everything that I've said. Here at Carolina University, my name is Nafiu Hakeem Ayodeji. I am currently the admission officer for PhD programs and School of Leadership. So you're talking to a member of the staff of Carolina University here in the USA. And the good part is I'm also a PhD student. So feel relaxed. You are home, you're here talking with me, and to the best of my knowledge, I'm going to answer your questions perfectly. So I know you all have questions to ask me, but before that time, I want to appreciate every one of you for submitting an application to Carolina University and showing up your interest here at Carolina University. On behalf of the school, the director, Mrs. Regina, I want to say a very big thanks to you all. Um, this, you can always go back to my YouTube channel to watch it back. And whatever you miss, you don't need to stress yourself. That's why I decided to go live on YouTube so that you all can answer the questions. You can always go back to the meeting so that you don't miss anything. So to start with, we have limited time in terms of this meeting. It's just a 30 minutes section, which I believe between 30 and 1 hour, is actually 1 hour, which I believe we'll be able to get more information as we proceed. So you asked me a question about transcript evaluation. Now, before that time, let me recap for those that are yet to submit application and for those that are yet to submit application, for those that have submitted and they are stuck, I will try to recap every process from stage 1 to stage Carolina University, which is actually your last stage. I mean, by the time you get here to study. So the first process is actually you submitting an application to Carolina University. During the break, I know most of you were actually sending me mails that you're actually sending me mails that you submitted an application, no one has reached out to you yet, you don't know what is going on. Because of ordinarily, it doesn't really take that time to get across back to all applicants or whoever submitted application. It's always it's because of the public holiday and all staffs too, we're on break, so it's not like we're not working, but it's just at remote, like we're working from home, not that straight. So that was why you receive mails in a delayed time. However, the process is this. Once you submit an application to the school, you have to allow at least 24 hours for the school to reach out back to you that, oh yes, we have received your application. We have received your application and the next step will be sent to you. And that is when your admission officer is going to reach out to you by saying, oh, you have submitted an application, we have received your application. The next for you is to submit your required documents. Some people are asking questions online already, so I'm trying to. So, to cut the whole story short, once you submit your application, as I earlier said, you wait for an admission officer to reach out to you But if you already know who your admission officer is, for instance, if you're applying to leadership, if you're applying to PhD programs, definitely automatically the system is going to tell you, I am the one who you are to reach out with. And once you reach out to me, I can only do one or two things once I'm able to receive your application. If I haven't received your application, it's as good as you are making a request. You are making you're trying to find out your application. So once I receive your application, it's for sure I'm going to send you a welcome message, introduce myself and how I'm going to be working with you in order to get you here at Carolina University. So after you submit an application to Carolina University, I'll be sharing you some information that will be helpful and useful for you so that you can be able to know that you're coming to the right place to learn and which is going to be useful for you. So what are the required documents? That should be your next question. Generally, the main document is transcripts. I know I've been receiving a lot of mails that English is my medium of instruction. I went to school in English, blah, and so on and so forth. But that is not the case in terms of transcripts. Even if we can read your transcripts, we need an equivalent transcript evaluation. We need an transcript evaluation that will help you, not only you, but us at the same time, the admissions departments at large, and at the same time, the registrar, to be able to determine if part of your transcripts, your records are what? Transferable. That is number one. Number two, majority of us, I'll put it like this, us want scholarship. The best way we can determine your scholarship is actually through the transcript evaluation, because that will give us an accurate CGPA, I mean cumulative grade points average that you graduated with. For instance, if your country or your education system or the school you graduated from operates on a scale of 5.0, it is for sure that we are going to evaluate your transcripts, because here in the United States, here in Carolina University, we operate on a scale of 4.0. So if we operate on a scale of 4.0 and you're coming with a 5.0, it means that you will be short-term. So the best thing to do is send your transcript for third-party evaluation. When you send your transcripts to third-party evaluation, they will help you to evaluate your transcripts and convert it back to the US standard. What it usually means is that you are coming to the United States. Oh, I have those grades. And what is the equivalent of 3.50 on a scale of 5.0 to the US standard on a scale of 4.0? By the time we're able to get the evaluation, maybe 3.2, by the time we convert it back to 4.0, maybe 2.0, 2.5, it will now help the admission officer to determine the amount of the scholarship you will be given. So basically, the transcript evaluation is very important to assist the admission team to determine if you'll be eligible for work-study offer, which is called student employment offer, and the scholarship to determine a particular percentage of presidential scholarship that will be given to you. You can now see how important the transcript evaluation is. So what are the process, or what is the process to get your transcripts evaluated? We have up to like 4 to 5 third-party evaluation organization, starting from WES, WES. We have Spatran, we have ECE, and we have Scholaro. All this, they work for same goal, transcript evaluation. So whoever you choose among them, I can only attend to all questions at the end of my communication, please. Thank you. Whoever you choose from all those evaluation organization, I mean the third party, is fine. They are going to deliver. If it is WES, WES, is the same as Patron, I mean in terms of the goals. The medium of their process might be varies. The costs involved might be varies. And once you do your evaluation, you are good because you can as well apply to different opportunities. Yeah, because so far is in the United States. So based on this, the transcript is as important as the main document you use for your admission process here in Carolina University. So what is the process? What are the process? How do you go about it? It's very simple. I'll be sharing my screen with you so that we can have, you can see how it is being done, because I know that is part of the question that Shewa asked me. So I don't know if you all can see my screen. Can you see my screen? I'm trying to share my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yes. It's not shared yet.
I want to make sure everybody or everyone can see my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So this is the site, carolinau.edu. That is the name of the university. How do we go about this when it comes to matter of application process, even if you want to submit an application? The first, is either you view the programs or you click on apply now once you know the program you want to apply to. If you're having confusion, concern about courses you want to register, how to go about it, you can send me an email directly at Hakeem N HAKEEM and at carolinau.edu, and I'll answer all the questions. Just make your subject as inquiry into Carolina University, and I'll be glad to provide you all necessary information. So let's go ahead. This is the name of the school, Carolina University, which is situated at 420 South Broad Street, Winston-Salem, in North Carolina. So to go ahead with your transcript evaluation, just click on the admission. Once you log into the carolina.edu website, click on the admissions, click on the international students. Up to the place where you can see transcripts. So like I said, or as I said earlier, you can say Spatran, Scholaro, ECE, and WES. Once you click on any of those third-party evaluation organization or services, let me put it that way, services, it will automatically take you to the landing page of Carolina University. So if you choose to use Patron, once you click on Patron, it will take you directly to where you're going to create your profile and submit all the questions they're going to you when you're completing the form and make necessary payments, please note the payment is not coming to the school. The payment goes directly to the organization. You are paying for the cost of your services, not to the Carolina University. This is just a landing page. Instead of you to go through, instead of you to go to spartan.com or west.org or ec.org and so on, we make it easier for applicants to easily have access to the landing page and be able to create your profile and submit your application. Once you submit your application, we will receive a notification from Carolina University that so if you decide to choose Patron, once you click on that Patron, it will, as I said, automatically page. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can see. Yes, we can see it's visible.
Okay, so that is the landing page. You can see it automatically takes you straight to where you are going to submit an application. The only thing about, I might not know about all, but the only thing I know about Spartan, on the other hand, is that you have to, it's a sitting application. What do I mean by sitting application? On a seat, you have to complete the application. What do I mean again? Spartan does not have it doesn't have you to create a profile. You can create a profile. All you need to do is sit and submit an application at on a set, meaning that you will complete an application where you submit your original transcript in your original language. If it is English, you have to make it in English. 2, copy of any diploma, degree certificates you earn in your original language, a scan of your passport. Then you make payment. As I said, the payment goes directly for the service you want them to do for you, not coming to us. So people always ask that question, can't I get this evaluation done when I am done with my application process? Forgetting the fact that into the system is through the evaluation. By the time we receive your transcript, we'll be able to determine if you're eligible or not, together with other documents that I'll be mentioning. I'm just trying to take this one step at a time so that we can all be on the same page. So once you are ready to submit application on Spartan, please note that you are submitting at a spot on Spartan. If you pick WES, W-E-S, you have to create a username, which means that you can even log out by the time you're completing your application and log in again. They allow that. So Spartan is actually cheaper on the other hand, or let me call it affordable on the other hand. So most people prefer to use Spartan. So the process is very straightforward. Once you go into the school site, the same way I've shown you, that's the way to go about your evaluation. There are some questions that you'll be asked while completing the application. Your name of your school, what year did you finish from, the country, how do you want your application to be assessed? Are you the one going to provide your student's copy, or you will request your school to send official copy to them? This is how it looks like. So unfortunately, we won't be able to proceed to either of this next stage until we're able to complete this. So because of time, you can do that on your own. Most people prefer to use Python because they are affordable and they are faster. So once you complete this, we'll receive a notification. So that is a stage, or that is a step. That's how to go about your application. That is that about transcripts. So once you submit, another point is that once you submit your transcript for evaluation, they are going to ask you, how do you, especially Spantran will ask you, how do you want your transcript to be evaluated? Do you want your transcript to be, are you going to be the one will you be the one to provide a copy of your transcript? Even if you official transcripts to them, either via email or via DHL. So it all depends on your school. So you have to confirm from your school. Your school has an institutional-based email, not at gmail.com, not at hotmail.com. It must be directly from the school email. So if your school has a institutional email, it will be easier. Spatron accepts both email and through carrier. So you still have to communicate with your school to send official copy to the evaluation. So if you choose words at the same time, they are all the same. You choose ECE, Scholaro is just that admission team in Carolina University, regardless of the program you are applying to, we will not be able to proceed without receiving party evaluation. As I said, it allows us to determine your CGPA, to know the scholarship that will be awarded to you. And if at the same time you are able to be given a work study offer, what does this work study offer? We call it student offering and student employment offer. This enables you to work while you study in the university. Please note that this offer is only applicable to applicants who decided to stay on campus, because it goes straight directly to your student's accounts. This will help you to reduce your cost of accommodation. I mean, your living expenses. So that is that about transcripts. The third document for PhD, I'm going to limit my scope, is your autobiography, your letter of intent as well, and your statement of purpose. The three almost means, but when it comes to write, please let me to show. Autobiography to write, that's the second document. The third document is all your certificates, your unofficial transcript as well. If you have, you need to send that in as well. Then put your master's and undergraduate. In fact, if you have attended any other universities to your current status, you need to provide to us all your transcripts. If you've attended 3, 4, 5 universities or colleges, you need to provide us the transcripts so that we can be able to determine how well qualified you are. So I've mentioned the first one, transcripts, the requirements. The second one, I've mentioned the evaluation, which is almost the first one. I've mentioned your I've mentioned transcripts, I've mentioned your autobiography slash letter of intent slash purpose. So so we've mentioned those ones. Then the fourth one is actually your resume, meaning your CV. We need that as well. The fifth document is your college results as well, and any other supporting documents you feel you're interested in. And also your international passport data page, which must be up to date. I mean, must be recent. It must have at least 6 months validity, even more than 6 months, because if you're applying to Carolina University for PhD, you have to give at least 6 months interview before you submit an application. Even and the good thing is we don't have a closing deadline for applications. The deadline, we always set deadlines for application by the time we're approaching the close to the resumption. For instance, though that they were supposed to resume January 2023 for spring, the application closes December 15 because of the international. But if you're a domestic student, I mean, if you're here in the United States, you can actually submit your documents. It's not as difficult or stressful as it is for international students because of receiving your I-20, taking your visa page, I mean, visa interview, and even scheduling an interview date now is currently tasky. So that is why we normally close the application a month before the resumption to the school. So um, that is that about all the requirements. You can send me an email, probably if you have any other, you want us to the floor if you have. What's the question all about?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, sorry, I went out. Can you all hear me now?
Yes, I guess, sir, you have internet issue.
Yes. Could you please repeat your question? So we have questions. I can attend to questions and answer right now. I was actually planning to show you how a particular aspect that will be interesting to you. So while I try to figure out the material, so I I'll be waiting for your questions. I can see someone raising a hand. Amadi, can I hear your question now?
Hello, sir. Yes. My question is that we have to do the transcript evaluation at any cost. And well, the links that you have emailed us or provided us, there are 4 links. But my question is that the first statement that you said in the email that we received is that for those students who are being a transferred student does need a course by course evaluation, but
Yes,
at the end you mentioned that the PhD applicant should also do the course evaluations. Since we
yes,
won't be a transfer student, we would be a fresh student, or you can say a graduate student who would be like in their first year at the Carolina. So do we have to do the general evaluation of the transcript, or we have to do course by course evaluation?
yes, you have to do course. Generally, I always advise applicants to do course by course evaluation because this will break down your courses. I mean, this will tell us, oh, you have A in this particular course, and it will also help the registrar department in making decision about what courses are to register for you. For instance, if you have actually attended a particular course, with the help of the course by course evaluation, you'll be able to see clearly that, oh, you have an experience on this course, so you might not necessarily need to take that particular course again. Rather, they will drop the course and pick another course for you. So the course by course evaluation is very, very good. It's very, very good when it comes to matter of academics. Have I been able to answer your question?
Thank you so much. My next question is that because it's going to take, I believe that it's going to take about 1 month that we have to do our transcript evaluation, because our host university has to send our transcript evaluation to the website, and there is some kind of verification that the website has to confirm from the university. So there is a series of the steps that has to be done by the process, and I believe that it's going to take at least 3 weeks up to 1 month. In meantime, can we send all our other documents like our transcript, our degree, like so far that you can like put it into the portal, or like we can say to go further, and the moment that we receive our transcript evaluation, and then we can send it to you? Is it possible like this? Because for me,
Well,
in my case, I have my documents, everything ready and up to the go. And my concern is that in some days my English proficiency certificate is going to be expired, so I have to submit my document as soon as possible. So my concern is that first, can I provide you all my documents, and the moment that I receive my transcript evaluation from the website, then you can receive it from the website or from me? Can it be done like this?
well, yes, it's actually acceptable, but note, we'll just be waiting for you of course, in fact, as a matter of, you need to send all other documents, even if you're waiting for your third-party evaluation to come in. You have to send in all other documents, all other required documents, so that we'll be able to make some decision, especially all other. You don't even need the NS, you just send them. Even in your English language proficiency test score is important as well, because that would determine your level of understanding to the communication. So yes, send them in. Once you send them in, we're going to have all those added to your file, and we'll just be waiting for your we'll be waiting for the third-party evaluation report. So once we have it, then we'll make a final decision on it. So it's welcome, actually.
Thank you so much, sir. And about the SOP or personal statement, is there any specific requirement or word limit for the PhD applicants to follow?
Word limit. Well, what I always advise applicants to do in this process is make sure that your content, you're well created. Make sure that, yes, you are providing a content that is meaningful, readable, and understanding. So if you like, based as it is now, Carolina University will take 2 pages and more. So just make sure your points are concise, they're adequate, and they're in and direct. Have I answered that question?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
So, any other question? Any other question?
Yeah, there is another question regarding the SOP.
Okay.
And the required document on PhD program.
Okay.
In the initial steps, the required document was SOP recommendation letters and transcripts. Yeah.
I'm listening.
So at the second step, the PhD student or candidate have to have a research proposal or not? Is it required or not?
Well, that should be a question for the department. Yes, it is required. If you have your research interest, if you have your research area, submitted, which is proposal. We call it written sample. My bad if I missed that. Yes, thank you for reminding me. So yes, it's important. You can have that as an important document for you to submit in. So just come up with a writing sample and send it over. So the department, the committee, we meet regularly based on the availability of other committees. So once we meet, we'll be able to determine your supervisor.
Okay. So
Any other?
further,
Okay.
is there any other documents needed other than these all you mentioned?
English language proficiency. I sent a couple of emails. I sent an emails requesting for the documents. All the documents are attached to the email. For those that are yet to submit application, of course, you can make an inquiry and I'll be able to answer your question loud and clear.
Regarding medium of instruction.
Yes, go ahead.
Those who have not like English proficiency test certificate in any of required documents, so the medium of instruction can be replaced on English proficiency test or not?
The network is actually not allowing me to get you correctly in that aspect. So can you please repeat your question, please?
Yeah, the question was about English proficiency test certificate. As they are mentioned in the requirement, there are certain English proficiency tests based on Carolina requirement.
Yes.
So
if you actually if you had your background or if your medium of instruction is English, you can actually
English.
Yes, you can.
Our previous program, medium of instruction, showing that we have done this degree entirely in English language.
In English, right?
Yeah. Right.
Okay, so it's easy. All you need to do is request for a letter of medium of instruction from your previous institution, stating
you
that
already have it.
Yes, is you can use it as well. You can send it in.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Sir, I have another question.
Please go ahead. I'm with you.
We are all from the same batch, and we are done with the semester, and we are waiting to receive the marks. Although that we have received only some courses, but we already have our transcript in our hand only for the first semester, because the second semester marks have not been uploaded. So based on our first semester mark of our master's degree, can our transcript of master degree be accepted for the PhD?
Yes, it's possible, but we need to see your we need to see both on undergraduate and masters.
I'm sorry, sir, I did not get you clearly. Can you like explain it a little bit more?
Oh, what I'm saying is that to get you an admission, we need for PhD, we need your transcript from your master's and your undergraduate.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have your undergraduate, you can send it in, then your master's at the same time. By the time you're done with your master's, even if you're currently, I know most of you have 2 master's degree, you can use the previous one you're done. And by the time you're done with the new one you're doing, then you apply for an update or upgrade. Yeah.
Yes.
So you can as well use that in to apply.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're most welcome. Any other question, please? I want to make sure that I've answered all questions before leaving so that I want to quickly.
Sir, there is
Okay.
another question in chat box. If you go through it,
Oh,
the
okay.
question is like,
Let me
will
check.
the scholarship be awarded based on our master's or bachelor GPAs?
Okay, good. That's where the third party evaluation comes in. So basically, the direct answer to that question is that once we receive your evaluated copy of your transcripts, we'll be able to determine if you meet the requirement. So your evaluation will actually tell us what we need to do in that aspect. Any other question? Have I answered that question correctly? Have I been able to answer your question? You know, by the time I logged in and then logged in, I missed all the chat questions. So
I have another
Ahmad,
question.
is that Ahmadi?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. My question is regarding the transcript evaluation for people who are graduated from Afghanistan. Like my undergraduate degrees from Afghanistan, and due to current situation in the country, it is not possible to for my university to directly send my transcript to the third party evaluation. So what should we do now?
Okay, if I get your question correctly, you said it is difficult to get your transcripts evaluated. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. However, we all have our hard copy and soft copy of our transcript in hand, but whenever we refer to our university, due to current situation, they are not able to directly send the transcript to the university or whether to the third party institution for evaluation.
For evaluation. Okay, so I know in that aspect, Patron can help in that aspect. Once you submit your transcripts evaluation, you will upload. There's a particular section under the stage in the application process that will request you to upload your transcripts. So once you upload the student copy that you have, all you need to do is complete that. Now send an email to Spatron. Of course, they are going to provide you an email whereby you can communicate with them and explain your situation to them. In fact, most cases, I am very sure that they always communicate to the school on behalf of the applicants. So you might not be the one at the same time to request your school to send your transcripts to the third party evaluation. I'm very sure of Spartan. Spartan, they always take that up. There's a particular section there that they will ask you, are you the one providing, are you providing a copy or so? So once you get to that stage, you click yes, you'll be providing a copy. So upload that copy to them. I'm very sure they make use of that pending the arrival of your official copy. Before now, Carolina University is not, before now, Carolina University always make sure that, always request transcript for your previous institution sent directly to us. So, but because of all these opportunities, the scholarship determination, the work study offer, in order to make sure that, yes, we are doing the right thing and we make sure that, yes, we are giving the right offers to the right person. That is why we have compelled all international applicants to pass through the third party evaluation. So, like I said, it is possible for them to take over. All you need to do is send an email, send an email, explain your situation, and they will always tell you the way forward. Spartan is very flexible. They are very, very flexible.
Okay, thank you. Can you please write down the name of that website, Patron?
Yes, like I said, okay, I don't know if you were online when I walk everyone through on how to get to that stage, but based on that, I think I will need to repeat myself so that
Okay,
you
I got
can.
that. Thank you.
Okay, you got it? Okay, so all you need to do
Yep.
is very easy. Just go to the main site, you click on international admissions, and click on admissions, click on international admissions. Scroll down all the way to the transcripts section. Then you decided to pick Spartan, you decided to pick West, just click on them and you complete your application.
Thank
Is
you.
that clear? Yes. Any other question before we take the last section and we call it a day? Okay, what if the institution does not respond to third parties? Well, that is why I said if you have a student copy, I cannot speak for all the services, the third parties, I can speak for them. I can only tell you based on experience and most of the applicants, what they have passed through and they are reporting back to us. Based on your question when you said, what if the institution does not respond to third parties? You have a copy. Once you send it to them, they will respond because they are going to introduce themselves and they will notify. And that is why it makes it more easier, faster, and very accurate when you reach out to your school by sending. All you need to do is just go to the registrar department in your school, tell them that you are requesting for your transcript to be evaluated, give them the email they are going to send the transcript to. If your school doesn't have an institutional email, they can help you to send via the courier services, DHL, FedEx, any of those. And once they receive it, they will complete the evaluation. But I'm very sure Spartan always make use of your student copy until the arrival of your official copy. I am sure of that. I'm sure of that. Very sure of that. Any other question before we call it a day? Or before we move to the last section, sorry about that.
Yeah, there is another concern regarding the sending our transcript through our previous institution.
Okay.
Already this question has been asked. I also want to repeat it again because we have done our bachelor in Afghanistan. Maybe you are aware of the current situation in Afghanistan. Most of the institution will not answer to the third-party emails and calls. There is least chance, maybe like zero chance that they answer to the emails of the third-party evaluation institution. In this case, if the copy of students transcript is like work, it's gonna be fine. Otherwise, like it's not possible to our previous institution to send our transcript to the third party evaluation at all. I can say.
Okay. I have applicants from Afghanistan, Iran, all over the world that they are here currently, and they pass through that process. Yes, I have a lot of them. We just had our campus arrival. We had on Saturday check-in and orientation program. We have Afghanistan. I think the best way you can go about this is to send an email to the school. Send an email to once you create your third-party evaluation profile, you submit your application, upload your student copy. Now send an email to the third-party evaluation, explain your situation. They will be the one to tell you what you need to do. They will be the one to guide you all through. someone in your situation and what they ask the person is, can you please provide us the name and the email or the phone number of who to contact in your school? And they do that for the person and they were able to receive it within 2 weeks. This pattern is very fast. Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Just give it a try. That's what I would just say. So I want to walk you through the PhD programs, the costs of attendance, and to let you know that Carolina University, we put the applicants, we had students applicants relationship, including the lecturer. So you want to share my screen right now to quickly for you to be aware of this information as well. Can you all see my screen again once again?
Not yet.
How about now?
Yeah.
So I want to confirm if you can see my screen.
Yes, sir, we can see your screen.
Okay, so so this is everything about Carolina. We are not going to that now. So I just want to go straight to the cost of attendance. Can you see that? About PhD programs in Carolina University. This is subject to change. Actually, this is for the calendar year 2022-2023 up to the summer 2023, which it is subject to change when the matter rises. So cost of a year fees, room, and food is 29,705. We have a presidential scholarship. You can get as much as presidential scholarship for 12,000. We have credential student employment, the one I was talking about it to you, that the only way you can have this presidential scholarship and student employment is when we receive your transcript evaluation. We're able to determine your CGPA and we're able to figure out that, yes, you should be awarded this based on your skill. So student employment is for up to 20 hours per week on campus when the school is on the section. When we are off section, you can as well have 40 hours a week. Price is guaranteed by choosing a prepared option, meaning that if you, once your visa is approved and you get to inform us that your visa is approved, we'll prepare some document that will make you to pass through the border to get here into the United States of America. And you have to pay, part of it is to pay the 50% down payment. Once you pay the 50% down payment, we send all the required documents to you. So the remaining 50%, you can now apply for payment plan, which they will spread the rest of the month to your cost. They will spread the rest of the money to amount to your maybe you want to pay monthly, it's called premium plan, you want to be paying weekly, but the first 50% is very, very important. So these are the PhD programs we have in Carolina University. We have organizational management, we have education administration, we have healthcare administration, we have innovation, we have leadership. So if you're coming for education administration, it's very important. Your background, you must have your master's in education. And your teaching experience also qualifies you for your education administration. So I just decided to share that very important information to you. The admission requirement, like you said, you completed an application, your master's degree or equivalent from an accredited institution. The CGPA is 3.0 for master's degree, while undergraduates is from 2.0. Current resume, rating sample, as we talked about, the proposed statement, official transcript from previous attended institution, no GRE or GMAT required. So that is not about Carolina University. So I think I've been able to assist you in a well-detailed information for you to be able to complete your application. Don't forget, you can send me an email directly, Hakeem, Hakeem _ not underscore, sorry, Hakeem N, you write it together, at carolinau.edu. I'm writing it at the chat box for those that don't have my email. That's my official email. So feel free to contact me at the end of the section. If you still have any other question, I'll gladly assist you. So I hope I've answered all the questions. Any other question, please? Concern?
I think there is no other question.
Thank you very much once again for this opportunity, and I hope to receive more of your emails, more of your application, and please don't forget to tell your friends about Carolina University, your family about Carolina University, and if you're in doubt, if you don't have the right answer to your questions, to the questions they're asking you, refer them to me, send an email, tell them to send an email to me, and I will surely reply your email. Feel free to send me an email anytime. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. It was very helpful. Thank you so much.
It's always my
pleasure. Have a good day.
All right. Bye-bye and have a great
day. Thank you again, sir. Bye. Have a good day.